Greetings everyone, Slizzle466 here, and in today's video I want to show you some gameplay of Aggro Druid. This is a deck that's seeing a bit of a resurgence in the meta because of some new Rise of Shadow cards. You've got Acorn Bearer, which is a 1 mana 2/1 Death Rattle, add 2/1/1 squirrels to your hand. These both cost 1 mana. You've also got Blessing of the Ancients, which is a twin spell, give you minions +1/+1. And there's some other tools that have also been introduced, but I've been trying different variants of this list and of this deck, and I think this is the best of the best. So this specific build is Mentalistic's take on Aggro Druid. Trips made a modification to it, putting in Finley. I've been jamming this on ladder like crazy. I was 550 legend. I went to 61. And it just feels really strong. It's really good against Odd Paladin, really good against Kingsbane Rogue, and those are two of the top decks in the meta right now. As for the mulligan is pretty straightforward. Basically, if you see the number 1 on a card, besides patches, you keep it. You also want to keep Mark of Visage if you've already got a beast in hand. And you want to keep your Power of the Wilds as well. So in this case, I'm not quite sure what my opponent is, but I can see that I have a turn 2 play, so I'm actually going to use the coin here. I want to get maximum presence on the board, so I'm going to go ahead here and play the pirate and the Finley. Now it's a priest. I think I want to go with a dagger though, just to get that chip damage in. And the reason that I want to do that on turn 1 is because on turn 2 I'm going to play another 1-drop and then Mark of the Lotus. Okay, well there's my Acorn Bearer. I still think it's better to have the higher health just because of Spirit Lash, things like that. So we're going to go ahead and play the Mole and buff. Now if this is a big priest, a lot of big priests are now running Shadow Word Horror. So that's a card we want to try and dodge, so hopefully we will draw another area of effect buff soon. Okay, so that just kind of gets some chip damage in. We will go ahead here and just play a bunch of stuff. Again, I want to choose the minions with the higher health, just so my board survives things. Now, one thing with this deck is when you do lose your board, it's very hard to come back. Living mana sometimes helps you get back on board, but not always. Okay, well, there's Vargoth. So, because I top deck the living mana, and because there's a good chance I'm going to lose my board soon, I gotta take a gamble and just aim everything into the face. And this is basically, you know, cross our fingers, hope for no Spirit Lash, hope for no Excavated Evil. We'll see what happens here. But this deck is very all-in. You've got to know when to make the all-in play. Okay, Mass Hysteria. That's unfortunate. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and play the living mana. Keep on punching in. And I should mention that Priest is a horrible matchup for this deck. You don't want to queue into Priests. Warlocks are not too bad. You can usually, you know, just like go face like crazy. But Warlocks are still an issue as well. Okay, so the first Hysteria was a gifted one. This one was from deck. It's still not completely over yet. We still have a chance. I'm going with the taunt because, again, I want my board to be difficult to deal with. If I went with the spider, he could clear it with just a you know, a Spirit Lash buffed with something, or Shadow Word Horror. I mean, Shadow Word Horror still clears this, or another Mass Hysteria. It's just better to go with the high health. So Scream is a problem here. But looks like our opponent is pausing to think, which means they may not necessarily have the clear. Okay, they had the Scream. That's okay. Now, I don't want to give away that I have this buff in hand, so I'm not going to play it. But now that we transition into turn 8, this is the turn where we might see a Lich King come down. Barnes, okay. Be something bad. That's fine. But now Spirit Lash is quite awful. That's fine. Whew. We won. Just by the skin of our pants. So yeah, Aggro Druid, very fun deck, very powerful. I've been rocking it in top 100 Legend, hopefully pushing for a finish. As of this video, it's the last day of the month, so you can keep posted on my Twitter or my Instagram to see what my finish is going to be. Otherwise, if you want to support the channel, the subscribe button is down below. Feel free to click to support, and I hope to see you in the next video. Also, I plan on decaying down to rank 69.